a very revealing show, The Masked Singer.
I know exactly who this is. God.
What is up, everyone? I'm Chris Knight, and you are watching Unmasking the Masked Singer here on the Real Review 3000. And we're getting ready for Group A again this week, tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Central Standard Time. That's what time I'm in. I think 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we went over this last week or 2 weeks ago on Saturday, and we did our first guesses. And I don't really have a lot to change, except for maybe who the RoboPine is, and we'll go into that here in a second. But let's start with again, we're gonna go with who we think is gonna get voted off in this and all that good stuff. And I'm not sure how we're gonna handle the wild cards, because whenever they come on, we're gonna have no advanced knowledge of who they are. We're not gonna know what their costumes are. And I'm not really sure if that's going to make it easy to guess who they are. So we might just talk about them if they stick around. If they win a spot, then maybe we can talk about them. But if they go on and sing and then lose, I guess we're just going to find out who they are. It's really a difficult thing they're throwing at us this year. But hey, that's how it goes. Start off with the Raccoon. I think the Raccoon is going home this time. I thought it was going to be the first episode, but it didn't happen that way. But I still think the Raccoon is going home. And I still think it's Danny Trejo. Listen, again, the solitary confinement clue and the Hunchback of Notre Dame. Like I said, the guy, I think, says he has most of it, if not all of it, memorized, because that's what he read in solitary confinement. I mean, this guy's a hard dude. He spent time in prison, I believe. He has this reputation of being rough and gruff. But people I've met, or that I know that have met him, say he's really down-to-earth and good guy. And I think you kind of see that in Spy Kids when he plays Machete in Spy Kids, which, let's not get into the fact that Spy Kids, because he plays Machete in that, is therefore linked to things like, I think, Dusk Till Dawn and Grindhouse. I mean, don't even go there. I mean, it's a mind trip. Anyways, the Switchblade, all that stuff, I still think it's just Danny Trejo, and I think he's going home. So we'll find out. The Seashell, we're going to stay with Tamara Mowry. Again, it could be Tia, but most of the stuff leads to Tamara. Most of all, the clue about the no two shells are the same. And Tamara is the one with the mole. So I think that's who it is. Russian dolls, we're going to stick with Hanson. Maybe 1, 2, maybe all 3. I'm not really sure. And I don't know. We'll go into it. If we think it's just 2 of them, we'll kind of try to figure out which 2 it is. But yeah, it references the Garden State in several ways. They did have one of their first concerts was up in a mall in New Jersey. I think there's some okay clues. They're from Oklahoma. Yeah, I mean, and it does kind of sound like them. They're still really relevant. They have a really strong fan base. I've mentioned that too. So I think this is kind of something that they would look to do to maybe try to get back into mainstream. And they are great musicians. Don't get me wrong. They got some good stuff. So they could make it back out there again. So we're going to say Hanson. We're just going to go with the group. Hanson is the Russian dolls. RoboPine, or the Porcupine. It might be Damon Wayans. Damon Wayans has made reference that he has his kids and grandkids continuously telling him to retire or hang it up. And he is 60, but so is Steve Harvey. We're probably going to stick with Steve Harvey. The George Washington figurine, he was the principal on the Steve Harvey show, or Steve Harvey show. He was the principal at Booker T. Washington School. So Washington is a clue there. The lips of the Robopine still could be a clue. And in one of the most watched Family Feud clips out there on YouTube, the question is name something that follows the word pork. The family that wins the toss-up, the first person after they go over and Steve asks them that question, that guy gives the answer cupine, as in pork cupine. And Steve made a huge thing about that on there and said it was going to be #1 on YouTube. So it's a really kind of like that bullseye clue. So probably leaning to Steve Harvey, maybe Damon Wayans, but I can't put a lot of the clues to Damon Wayans. We talked about the people that helped Steve start his career. I'm pretty sure he thinks they're angels, so the angel reference. But there was, I think, an agent or something that Damon Wayans has worked with for a long time that has just recently died, I think, so maybe that's what that reference is to. I don't know. We'll look into it more because I don't think they're going home. I think it's Danny Trejo who's the raccoon. I'm pretty darn sure. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. And guys, thank you for watching. I am Chris Knight. This has been the Real Review 3000, and stay classy.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and never forget to ring that bell. Follow Chris Knight and the Real Review 3000 on these platforms. For email and Patreon, see the description box below. To reach the Ego, use Twitter handle @theego5150. We would like to thank the generous members of the Real Review 3000. Those members are Jesse Ritchie, JJ, aka Sith Lord 3827, Poe, Flash, Lady Tariel, and Anzo Biggerford Entertainment. Thank you for your support and donations that help us at the Real Review 3000 bring you, the viewer, better content. For more information on how to become a member, click the join button below.